Good morning. I have a Harbor Freight mini tire changer, part 2, in use. Comes with these 2 spacers, the screw-on cap, the mount demount tool, and the bead breaker, and the cone, which I don't think we'll need today. What I have is a tire off of my Toro. It's a really wide one. It has, because there's a drum and a pulley, a drive pulley that goes on it, and this is all part of the hub. So I have to put this side down so it fits inside this cup. Gives me just enough thread sticking out. Put this on. I don't know if we'll be able to use the bead breaker on this. It's so wide. And yes, this is a new tire. I already did this. And when I filmed it, it was all out of frame. So I'm doing this again for demonstration purposes. Make sure we're still in frame this time. This is the wrong pin. This pin goes down here. Oh, that's out of frame. In the base in this pinhole. But I just jammed it because when you get it, it's loose to the base. There's too much play in here. So I jammed it full of, I put a old patch on one side and an old patch on another side, and I just kind of tapped it in there with my dead blow hammer. Now it's a lot more solid. So yeah, I don't know. A rim like this, so you'll see when I put it up this way. Just some cap. Yeah, I won't be able to get that on there to break this bead. I'll just step on it. That ain't working either. So yeah, I have a bead breaker. I cheated a little. I knew that was going to kick on. Let's turn that off for now. Anyway, I cheated and broke the other side of the bead. This is too wide for this particular situation. This rim. Let's see how it works out in this with this. I did this before, but I use spoons. I don't always. I had trouble mounting it with this Harbor Freight tool. Now let's see. I should have started over here. And just go around. That works pretty good. And it's off. Now usually when you change a tire, you want to change a valve stem. And this is actually an old valve stem. I didn't change it. I'm going to change it now. And the way I pull these out, I just grab a Dykes or a side cutter, whatever you want to call it. I give her a little snip here, grab it, and just pry it off. Grab a little soap. It's just how I do it, but you can use a valve puller like this, screw it on, pull it through, or they make fancier ones like this, screw it on, you can pry it in. Now let's see how this mounting thing works. When I do these small tires, I put the valve away from me and I go towards it. And you can usually force this side on. Soap will probably help. And how I normally do it is I'll soap up this back half away from me on the valve stem side, and I'll just push this on as far as I can get it, like so, and then I just use the spoon and pry it on. And that was the easiest way that I have found. Now I don't know if it's because I don't have any room in here to use this tool, or soak it up. Let's see, I'm not even on the rim. So I could use the, no way I get this on here, like the other gentleman's video where he puts this on top. It's a slick idea, but I have no room for that. And I know I guess it works like that. I'm gonna take it off. So you know, I normally do it. I don't totally wreck this tire. Taking it out, put it off, taking it out. I'm gonna clean this up. Side, put it on. I put the valve stem away. It just makes it easier. The bead doesn't get stuck on the valve stem while it's on the side or on your side. It's just the last part to go over. That's on. Then I put this side on as far as I can get it. Usually you can just force this side on too, but I just take a spoon. Oop. There we go. Put it on like so. I find that easier than messing with the mounting it with this, but that's just with this tire. This one's pretty wide, and I just have that very little bit. I don't have any room for these spacers in between there, and I gotta kind of work around this. When I get another tire, I'll try to demonstrate that and how that works. Sometimes, if you have trouble seating these beads on these lawnmower tires, these little ones aren't too bad. We get into the wider ones, and they're a little harder to seat the beads. I take the valve stem out so you can get more air in there faster. Now I have this fancy thing, but this will blast more air in there than the usual thing. And if you can't, we'll try it just sitting here. See, they're kind of hard to seat. So what I do, let me take this off of here. Let me take this off of here too. Connect my air with the valve stem out. Make sure we're still in frame here. So we're going to adjust this a little bit. And while I'm putting air in it, I'm going to hit it with my fist or use a deadbolt hammer or whatever. Or you can just try to squeeze it like so. Give it a go. But if that don't work, whack it. That usually works. There it goes. Be mindful of your air pressure. I think this is only at 14 pounds. Just keeping it below 15. Got a bead that didn't seat over here. I'm gonna let it come back. She don't want to seat. If you can see right there's a little bit of space. Keep your fingers out of there. I'm gonna try some bead seal. That usually works. Wow. Kind of lubricates it while it's wet and helps seal it once it dries. See if we still got her. There we have it. That side seated. That side seated. We're good. I'm just gonna put the valve spin back in. We're gonna lose a lever right here. Yeah. Not my most graceful. £14. Probably overkill for that mower, but because that's just the max on the tire. Not necessarily what you have to fill it up to. But I hope that helps. There's a lot of other great videos out there that are probably better than this, but this is just what I'm doing and how I use it so far anyways. This is the first time I used it. For 42 bucks, I think it's a great deal. Because the first time I put this tire on was by hand on the floor, wrestling it around. I found a little log I was able to set it on, and that helped a little bit. But even with all this tire equipment I have here, I couldn't need something down the center to hold these little rims. Once you got something to hold them, then you can start working on them. Then it makes it a lot easier. But there you go. Thanks for watching.